In this video, we will show you how to attach a MightyMount Switch to your MightyMount SwitchPad. So the MightyMount SwitchPad can also be purchased by itself, so you might have installed it on an inflatable kayak or stand-up paddleboard. In this case, this SwitchPad came stock on this inflatable, so we're going to run through the steps of which hardware to use, what to do, and how to do the full install. So with that, you're going to get your MightyMount Switch, you're going to pop it open, and you'll find the MightyMount Switch by itself, a set of instructions, and on the front of those instructions, the first one on the first side is going to be for the inflatable install. On the back is going to be for a deck-mounted install, whether that's rotomolded, ABS, or it could even be maybe attached even on a John boat. So essentially, this is going to be the inflatable series of instructions. So with that, you're going to go in your hardware kit, and there's going to be two hardware kits. One bag is going to be red. That one's going to say hardware for deck mount install, and then the clear bag is going to say hardware for the inflatable install. So with this being inflatable, we want to use the short screws, which is going to be the hardware for the inflatable install. The red bag has fairly long screws, nuts and washers that's going to be used for an entirely different purpose. So you want to take that red bag and you're just going to toss it. You will not need that for the install. Throw it in your hardware kit, use it for something later. And with this, you'll just need a standard set of Allen keys, and we're going to be using a 5/32 Allen key. So if you've had your kayak for a little bit of time, it's been on the water several times, there might be some dirt and some grime. One thing you might want to do is take a damp rag and go in each one of those holes as deep as you can, and really trying to get out any grit, any grime that may exist within each of those holes on that SwitchPad mounting base. So with that MightyMount Switch, I'm going to align it on that SwitchPad, and I'm going to take that first piece of that small screw, and I'm going to put it in one of those sides, one of those holes, and tighten it till snug. With having that nut in place on the underside, you might have to push a little bit, but once it engages, it should be fairly easy to tighten. And then one thing I like to do, whether it's attaching gear track or in this case the MightyMount Switch, I like to do the diagonal piece of hardware so everything stays aligned, and then I can go back once all the hardware is in place and do that last final tighten. And I'm going to do one final 1/4 to an 1/8 turn, and then work in a star pattern just very much like I would on the lugs of my car. And we're good to go. So from that, with being updated to what we call the MightyMount Switch, what that's going to give you is the ability to attach any modern day track mounted accessory, whether that's from us or whether it's from any other company. But kind of on this specific kayak being an inflatable, I'd love a cup holder here, one of our, maybe the Panfish Portrait Pro camera mount, our short camera mount, or even one of our Omega Pro rod holders would be a really fantastic option to mount into the MightyMount Switch. To learn more about YakAttack products and the MightyMount Switch, visit us at yakattack.us.